safety car is in the lane. We are going to start race 2 of TCF, new for 2014. It's the double file rolling restart, NASCAR style. And it's Jason Gomersall and Kerry McMahon in those SLR 5000 Torontos. But they don't. Billy Pye's new Camaro. Brad Tilley's in Toronto. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Roger Benson's still going. Drama. Race 2 did not even get a couple of 100 metres down the road. Somehow, no one ploughed into Brad Tilley. That's unbelievable.
I mean, this is often the case. You have a new format and new things happening. The guys haven't had much experience with this sort of thing, and here we go.
Safety car's out. That's Bill Pye's car. Really a callback to Bob Jane's awesome Camaro. Let's have a look again. Really need to look to right of screen. Kerry McMahon in the white and black Tirana. And green flag, we're going. It's on. And then his car has a drama. Pye's got nowhere to go. Tilley's got nowhere to go. But the big worry was for Tilley. Sideways in the middle of the road. Well done, Nigel Benson. Well done to the rest of the field to miss him. Whoa.
Yeah, very lucky. Very lucky.
This is on board with Tilley.
Brad's got some wheel spin. He's trying to catch the cars in front to maintain.
Oh,
and something's happened to the Tirana.
That's the last thing you'd expect. The car in front to be on the brakes.
That is strange stuff. Strange stuff.
Let's have another look again.
He's got on the brakes. The front of the car has dipped on the Tirana. That's weird stuff. And he's just continued on normally.
So safety car's out on the streets of Adelaide. There's Nigel Benson. Lucky not to launch off that tyre bundle and end up tripping over.
Yep.
He's already out of control as he enters the centre chicane. Not the way to do it. But the Tirana of Kerry McMahon continues on here. It's in shot here, pushing on through the chicane. So very strange, very weird, unbelievable way to start the Touring Car Masters on the streets of Adelaide. Cam Mason made it through. Benson is still going, now it's gone. It took a while, but he got there. So safety car's out. We'll take a break from the streets of Adelaide and come back with more of the Touring Car Masters. Touring Car Masters always delivers, and today it hasn't been for some of them. Have a look at this. This was on the start of the race. Brad Tilley manages to get avoided by Nigel Benson. Tony Karafalowski unseen by us before the break. He was in the fence on the other side. So the safety car has been out on the road while we've cleaned up all of those cars. Have a look at this. This is our new thermal camera. This is Larko's new toy. We'll be playing with this throughout the course of the day. He's going to know what's hot and what's not. Check that out. Things are cooking already as we get back underway in TCM. Jason Gomersall leads in the Tirana. Mark King is second in the Camaro. Keith Kasuki in that big blue and silver Falcon hardtop is third. Brett Ewell next, and then Kerry McMahon in the Tirana is fifth. He started from the front row, and he was the one that triggered the crash on the opening lap.
Yeah, really strange. The car dipped on the start line as they're accelerating away from the green flag, and that caused a massive concertina in the carnage that followed.
It's taken out Bill Pye's Camaro. It's taken out Brad Tilley's Falcon, and now King is starting to put the pressure on the IC Tirana.
Now the big Falcon coupe there, she's got plenty of grunt in a straight line. Let's see if he can set up. The big thing here is setting up turn 8 so you can get a run into the braking area for 9.
And that's where King's going, down the inside. Look at Brett Ewell going for the big dive bomb. Oh, look at the skid.
Big rear locks from Brett. Brett's one of the guys out there. He has a really big go. If he gets a sniff of the front of the field, he's off.
King to the lead, though. This is one of the local Bob Middleton owned and run team cars.
Now remember too, we've got a reverse of the top 15 finishing order from race 1. So as the race wears on, we'll start to see more of the faster cars, traditionally faster cars, and perhaps bigger names coming through.
And those big names, John Bowe sits 7th. Oh no, Cam Tilley, the Mustang. It's a bad day for the Tilleys. Neither Cam or Brad have been able to last to half race distance, but it's John Bowe 7th.
Bowie's made up a heap of miles in that lap, a heap of positions in that lap. He's actually got past 3 cars.
And Jim Richards, reigning champ, car number 1, the Ford Falcon Sprint is position 9. This is where it's at out the front of the field. Look at the mixture. Camaro, Tirana, Monaro, Falcon, another Falcon, Mustang. The mix is really good. And, of course, this year in TCM, last year we talked so much about the weight penalties for success. There's no weight penalties this year.
No.
Some minor rev reductions if you're successful. Exclusively this year, TCM race with V8 supercars for 7 rounds. This is the start of their season. Here comes this Falcon. Have a look at the power this thing's got. It blows the Monaro off the road.
It's unbelievable. When Keith gets a bit more of a handle on driving this car, he'll be super quick.
He had a very good last round, remember, at Phillip Island in the season finale of 2013. Jordan's good on the stoppers, but he's on the wrong side of the road. Eddie Abelnisa behind. John Bow taking time from them all. He's a second and a half faster to the second split this time around. He took pole earlier in the weekend by over a second, so that number 18 Mustang is really, really fast.
Yeah, Bowie's still got plenty of good form coming into this round. Let's have a little bit of action a little bit further back in the field here. Now, this is just behind the pack running for sort of 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th.
And this is Cam Mason in the Camaro chasing Steve Mason. He's that's close. John Bow up on the curb, can't get it done. JB's already had a win this year with Craig Lowndes and Nick Asalo up at Bathurst in a Ferrari. We should say a big g'day to a guy who's not here, Greg Crick, one of the popular TCM drivers in that Charger. He's been unwell in hospital in Tassie. We wish you all the best, Craigie. We hope to see you back sometime soon.
Yeah, we need that Charger back in the field, mate. Bowie, big dive up the inside. Oh, close the door. Now,
close.
Bowie's starting to get to a part of the field where these drivers in front of him, they're not just going to relent and sort of let him drive by. And Eddie Abelnisa is he's a pretty handy steerer, and there's no way he's going to give Bowie any threat because he's catching the group in front.
This is a replay down at the centre chicane, and this is the Leo Tobin HQ Monaro.
Yeah, we don't usually use that curve.
That's why. It's not a good time for charges. Cricky's not here. We've lost another one here. This is Mick Wilson's car trying to crank it back into life.
Yep.
Got reverse. Okay. So this is the fight for second. Yep. This is good. Jordan looking again. Bow's with them. Mediki's coming. Richo's coming as well.
Yep. This is going to get interesting in a minute.
Mark King's cleared away.
Now, let me tell you from a driver's perspective here, this is where a cool head is going to prevail. You've got to really just be patient and wait for your opportunity. Sometimes, as you can see, these cars, they're different variations in speed along the straight, so they perform differently at different parts of the circuit.
Bow trying to get a move. Abelnisa's got it covered in that XB GT Falcon. There's Mediki in the background, the black Camaro. Jim Richards, #1, reigning champion in TCM.
Like the old boys having to go into turn 1. No, hard place to pass through there. Sorry, mate, I'm looking back in the field for the old man a little bit, see how he's going. But this is a great battle, excellent battle.
He's keeping right up with them. Behind is Kerry McMahon, Steve Mason rounding out the top 10 in that fantastic Mustang Fastback, which he's actually taken some weight out of and bumped the power up to step it up to the outright cars for this year. But look at Mark King, he's clear, he's on target for his first TCM race, and I can't see them catching him.
No, it just seems to be sort of status quo at the moment with this bunch. They're all defending pretty hard and they're all racing pretty hard, and King's just disappearing.
Look at Jordan covering because he knows that big red Ford has got plenty of grunt. Turn 8, not quite enough, but look at Gomersall, he's defeating as well. Holdens are going to the inside, Falcons are going to the outside.
Yep. A great classic battle going on here. It's just like the old days.
True.
No one can everyone's driving so defensively. I guarantee you there's going to be some mistakes coming up here.
All about dealing with the pressure. There's the Lubramax Camaro with Andrew Mediki at the helm. You see his son George in action across the weekend back in the V8 Ute Series. But it's sort of an arm wrestle here. Abelnisa having another big time.
Oh, that's
He's
a good
got
move.
One done. And look, John Bow, he will be straight in for this.
Yep. I'll guarantee you. Oh, no, it looks like Bowie's got through. Brett ran a little bit wide there in the Monaro. Jason Gomersall's doing a really good job in the little Tirana. Keeping it nice and straight, just driving his line, having to defend a little bit occasionally. Look at that, on the racing line. He's just focused on doing the best possible laps he can to maximise the speed of the car.
We haven't quite seen, Richo, the true potential of the SLR 5000 Tirana since it came into TCM a little while ago. Now we're starting to see a bit of development, all those little teething troubles, which harks back to the original SLR 5000. They had some dramas back in
exactly
1974
right.
as well.
Right. Look at Bowie there. He's just hanging in there. Tenacious competitor, old Bowie. Oh, Dad, Jim's got past Andy Medini.
Is it funny? You never know what to call him. Dad, Jim, Richo, JR, whatever.
Yeah.
This is a really good fight. This is for second. Mark King is 4.5 seconds down the road. And look at this. Gomersall, this Tirana is looking strong. He's not overly defensive.
No, he's doing a really good job. Just can't stop the big cubes of that Falcon, though.
He's got plenty of them.
See, even the cars, these cars now, although they're very, you know, they look like they were back in the 70s and 60s. They're not. They've got, you know, technology in them with shock absorbers.
Oh, Albanese got it done, but ran it wide, so Bow will slip on through. And now he'll have a crack at the Tirana. He's got his nose in front. He's on the wrong side. Gomersall will just slot him behind. So Keith Kasuki's through to second, and he's got some breathing space here to play with.
Difficult circuit, the Clipsal 500 track, because a couple of the braking areas, this one included up into turn 4, is very, very bumpy. So you have to be right there and absolutely committed if you're going to make a pass.
So this is going to be the last lap, Richo. Let's have a look at that move from Albanese, stuffing it down the inside. He got this bit done, but he's in too quick.
Just locked the rears a fraction.
And look at Bow. Oh, look at this. Straight in the gap.
Yep.
Just quickly, we'll see you in action shortly with Porsche Carrera Cup. You had a race yesterday, a little bit of a spin loop, I think, did you not?
Yes, thanks, Sarah.
That's okay, just thought I'd mention it. And two, we should mention you're crossing sides for the Enduros too later in the year. Yeah,
time for a bit of a change. I'll be having a steer with Lownser in the Red Bull Racing 888 Commodore, so I'm looking forward to doing some miles there.
How about Mediki? He's trying to get a move done here on their own in Chapel. Kerry McMahon's pretty deep there. It's been a pretty entertaining TCM race, but this guy's seen none of it. Mark King has cleared away. This will be his first win in this Camaro that's been running in the series for a few years, but no one's been able to touch him. They've all been too busy scrapping with one another. Bow's come on strong. He's got the fastest car here this weekend. There's no doubt that Mustang Sally's quick. Kasuki's wide. Handball second to Bow. Mark King, well done, picks up the win. Bow slides his way through to second from 11th on the grid. Kasuki recovers for third. Oh, he'd be kicking himself.
Yeah, we were last corner.
Did it all right, but ends up finishing position 3. Eddie Albanese 5th from Brett Yulden. Richards, Mediki, Kerry McMahon and Steve Mason rounded out.